This is Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
It is the Redzone Challenge, and it's brought to you by Be Right There Heating and Air. Call the Bee.com. That's BEE.com. And the Poorhouse, where you can check out the latest on what's happening every weekend at PasoRobelsBeer.com. We're going to get the rundown with Leslie coming up in just a few minutes. Jeff's at 26-13 on the season. Leslie 25-14. 23-16 is where I sit. Patrick's at 20-18. We're all over 500, and we're moving towards Week 14. Indianapolis at Jacksonville, Washington, Minnesota, Miami at New York to take on the Jets. We'll start with Indy heading to Jacksonville, a 1.5-point favorite. Jeff, who do you got?
Well, Indianapolis has a tough time in Jacksonville. In fact, I believe they haven't, they've won twice in 14 years or something like that. They really struggle with traveling to Jacksonville. And keep in mind, they do it every year because they're in the same division. That compounded with no Sauce Gardner and a better passing attack by the Jacksonville Jaguars, I'm going to take the Jacksonville Jaguars and a home win and a big movement in the division to see who's going to represent the AFC South. Give me the Jaguars.
Indy is a 1.5-point favorite going in. They're both 8-4, and the Red Zone Nation actually likes the home team just slightly at 56%, Leslie.
Yeah, I was hoping that Jeff was going to go with the Colts because I'm also going to take Jacksonville. I'm going with momentum also. Obviously, this is a huge game because they're both tied for first in that division, and Jacksonville's on a 3-game winning streak, whereas the Colts are on a 2-game losing streak. So I think the momentum is on Jacksonville's side, and like Jeff said, too, without Sauce Gardner, I think Lawrence is going to have a pretty good game, and so I'm going Jacksonville also.
I hope you're both wrong, because I need to get one up on you, and I think this has got to be the coin flip. I don't know where Patrick sits, but I'm going with the Indianapolis Colts and Vegas in the road win. Who do you got, Pat?
Yeah, if you ask the casual NFL fan, hey, the Jacksonville Jaguars, somebody would say, yeah, they're 6-6 or they're 5-7. Wrong, they're 8-4.
Mm-hmm.
They're the most under the radar team in the league that nobody cares about, right? So I was going to be on Jacksonville because we're in chase mode, and I'm 0-19 chasing you guys in chase mode. Not a good move. I'm going to go with the Colts.
Oh, wait, I want to change my... Okay, just kidding. All right. Damn it. I got the unlucky kid.
Patrick curse.
Washington traveling to Minnesota. Minnesota, a home point favorite at 1.5%, Jeff.
Yeah, I ran across an interesting statistic this week, and it was pressure rate. And I think this is so hard because we're not going to know until tomorrow whether or not Jaden Daniels is playing. But Jaden Daniels and Marcus Mariota are very similar in their style of quarterbacking. So I think they can deal with the pressure rate, but Minnesota's pressure rate is the highest in the league. They bring pressure 80% of the time. And that's what I think stifled the Seahawks. And I know you look at that score and you're like, well, the Seahawks won 26-0, but they were kicked field goals. They just got turnovers and kicked field goals all game. Minnesota at home, I think, shocks the Washington Commanders coming off that big win. And I do believe this is a drinking the Kool-Aid or Gatorade type of moment for Washington. And I think Minnesota at home will find a way with J.J. McCarthy back to get a victory, and it will rest on the laurels of the defense. Their defense is underrated, and it's because their offense puts them in horrible positions. So give me the Minnesota Vikings.
All right, Minnesota at home, 4-8, welcoming in the 3-9 Washington Commanders. This is a 50-50 split in the Red Zone Nation this morning. Leslie, who do you like?
Yeah, this is a tough one. Like Jeff mentioned, not knowing if it's going to be Mariota or Daniels, but I don't think that really matters much. If I'm a Commanders fan, I almost want Mariota back there after the way he played against Denver. He played with such heart. And even as a Denver fan, when they missed that last 2-point conversion, I felt bad for him. So I don't think it really matters who's back there. I think what does matter is that McCarthy's coming back, and Washington's got the second worst passing defense in the league. They give up the second most yards, and I think Jefferson and Addison are pissed, and they want the ball. We're going to have some big plays, and I think Vikings are going to take it.
Oh, the leaders in lockstep. I like this.
I mean, I agree with you guys, and everything you said about Mariota. God, he looked great last week. And that final drive, I mean, the confidence. Did. I mean, the guy's a veteran, right? He's been around forever. So he's in. And J.J. McCarthy, like Jeff said, I was just looking up, head coach Kevin O'Connell said he's expected to clear the protocol, the concussion protocol. So he'll start. For the Vikings, Aaron Jones is questionable with a shoulder injury. He's considered day-to-day, but I believe he's been battling with that for the last 2 or 3 weeks. So I like the Minnesota Vikings as well. Pat, where you at?
Whew. A lot of force.
You up the Titanic theme song, I guess. Right? This is so painful.
Well, a lot of forced lone wolves in the last few weeks for you, Patrick.
Yeah, we're in a crappy position, Patrick.
Jesus. At least the last couple of weeks had formidable opponents, and I still couldn't win with them. So yeah, I'll be wearing my Marcus Mariota Oregon Ducks jersey. He looked great against Denver the other night. Hopefully he's in complete tax this week because Denver obliterated them with their pass rush. But, I'm not a big fan of J.J. McCarthy. I think Washington does have a chance in this game, hence the low spread. I mean, Minnesota can't even get the first base. They got shut out against Seattle. So, here we go. I'm going to go with the Redskins.
Well, they're not called the Redskins anymore. They're called the Commanders. So what would a Commander lone wolf be?
Well, I'm going to go with the Redskins, and we got to do an Indian. They're still the Redskins. Forget about it.
All right. Final matchup coming up. Miami going to New York to take on the Jets.
Let's save the best for last.
Who's the favorite coming into this one? We'll all break it down, and we'll find out what's going on at the Poorhouse this weekend and what they have going until the end of the year with Be Right There Heating and Air. It's the Red Zone Challenge, brought to you by Be Right There Heating and Air and the Poorhouse. We'll be right back.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
All right, we're back with Patrick, Leslie, it's Jeff and Jeremy, and we are doing the Red Zone Challenge. It's brought to you by Be Right There Heating and Air. Call the B.com and the Poorhouse in Paso Robles. Get the full event schedule over at PasoRoblesBeer.com. Patrick, what's going on as we wrap up 25 and get ready for 26? If people are thinking about HVAC systems, heating and air, all that fun stuff.
Oh, lots of good things happening at Be Right There right now. Yes, definitely the federal rebate money is now live, the portal, so we could get people up to $8,000 in rebate money, good towards a heat pump replacement system. And then, of course, the tune-ups are going, and the phone's just ringing off the hook.
Yeah, I saw somebody driving around on Saturday morning. I was going to my daughter's soccer game, and I was like, oh, yeah, I guess Patrick was right. People are working on Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah, the bees are on the move. We did a couple of heater installs on Friday and Saturday, trying to keep up to pace with the demand in the market right now, and that's good. The bees are on the move. We're doing good. So good. Really good stuff happening.
Too bad there's not an NFL team that has a bee as a.
I got one for you. Big shout out to my buddy Ray yesterday. 91st birthday. Went on a hike yesterday on his 91st birthday, and he's going to be getting a new heater.
That's something I will not be doing when I'm 91.
I
could pretty for sure be locked in on that one. 91, probably not going to be going for a hike.
I'm hoping that I'm still alive, let alone being able to walk. I think on my 91st birthday, I'll probably want to go fishing. If somebody can wheel me onto the deck.
He said the hike was much harder this year on his 91st than on his 90th, and I said, I'll try to remember that between 90 and 91, that slowed down, and I'll warn the others.
That's the Tom Brady cliff, right?
Yeah.
That's funny. Good for him.
Let's get into the picks. All right, so this is our final one. Miami traveling up to New York to take on the Jets. The Dolphins are a 2.5-point favorite. The Jets won last week over Atlanta, 27-24. They now sit at 3-9. The Dolphins at 5-7, and they've got a couple of wins under their belts. Actually, they've won 4 of the last 5, including New Orleans last week. So Jeff's going to play Tua. He's got faith.
I do have faith, and I do have faith in Miami because they get up for division opponents. Just ask Josh Allen how much they get up for division opponents, and they're this defense that we made fun of at the beginning of the year. They figured it out, and they're defensively they're a sound unit, the Miami Dolphins. And if you would have told me at the beginning of the year that we're going to be talking about the New York Jets Miami Dolphins game and the defense that is the better defense is the Miami Dolphins, I would have said there's no way. I would have placed $1,000 on that, saying no, that's not going to be the case. But so much has changed with the trade deadline and everything else. I do believe Miami will win this week against the Jets. The Tyrod Taylor led Jets.
It helps when you play fantasy football to stay up on what's going on with players and teams and things. But when you have two teams that are so bad that you don't want to touch for fantasy players, I have no idea what's going on with these two franchises. All I know is that Miami is an 81% favorite in the Redzone Nation to win this thing on the road. Wow. Miss Leslie.
Yeah, I think that you're looking at a totally different Dolphins team. Ever since week 8, they've just kind of figured it out. Mike McDaniel, he's made some changes. They're just clicking way better. How do you say it? Devon Achane. I can never say his name right, but he's getting over 100 yards per game. The rushing is, I think, now top 5 in the league, which is crazy. 3-game win streak right now. Like you said, they're kind of hot. They do play really well against divisions. Tyrod Taylor, he's played okay. I don't think that they're going to beat the Dolphins, so I'm taking the Dolphins as well.
Leaders in lockstep. That's what we are, Leslie.
Yeah, this is, when you're trying to get a game, Patrick, right? You're trying to get back. It's like, is this really the risk you want to take? I don't think I'm going to take that risk this week. I'm going to go with the Miami Dolphins. What do you got?
Yeah, I think this is one of the games I got back on you guys last week. I had the Jets, and they miraculously won a game, so I was happy about that. But, yeah, no, can't support them this week. You guys are absolutely right with all the facts. They're actually playing really good football right now. They've won 4 out of 5. Offense looks really good. They should hammer the Jets by 2 touchdowns. I'm taking the
Everybody's Dolphins. Miami, so congratulations to the New York Jets on your victory over the Miami Dolphins.
There they are, the Red Zone picks, the experts panel. Indy at Jacksonville, Washington, Minnesota, and Miami at the New York Jets. Make sure you get your picks in. Get to KZOZ.com. Quickly, can we get a survivor pick from everybody? Jeff, who do you like to win this week?
I didn't even...
Patrick, anybody ready? I'll take the Denver Broncos over the Raiders.
Yes. But this is not fair because I only can. I'm still in second chance. I'm still in second chance, so I have limited amounts to go.
That's awesome.
I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns over the Tennessee Titans.
Okay.
Because I could still use the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, so could I.
Talk about a dumpster fire game too, man.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's like one of the I think the over under is like 33 points. It's stupid.
By the way, in the red zone, let's see, Vegas says a 2% chance to win, or I should say there's 2% of the Red Zone Nation picking the Raiders to beat the 98% pick Denver Broncos, and that's who I'll go with this week as far as a survivor pick goes.
Out of the 637 people, there's still 12 that are in the main prize pool for the survivor. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Dang, that's pretty good.
What's the winner get?
On Miami.
A pat on the back. I don't know.
Pat on the back. You're going to go with Miami? Oh, well, you're really confident. Miami? All right. Who do you got, Leslie?
Yeah, well, I don't have much out there.
I'm looking right now. I'm going off of who I have available. So I'd say the Rams over Arizona.
Yeah, that's a solid pick.
Yeah, I think that's pretty solid too.
The Rams are pretty mad after what happened last week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, I've got available because I don't have much left, but I still have Buffalo somehow too.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, get to KZOZ.com and click on the Red Zone Challenge. Get your picks in. You can still sign up to play. We give away that free inspection from Be Right There Heating and Air every week and $25 to go to the poorhouse. And we still got $5 bloodies if you get there before 11.
Yes, correct. Open at 10, get there before 11, and you get $5 pints and Bloody Marys all day.
Let's see who the real weekend warriors are. I want to see some of those Santa Crawl people there before 11 on Sunday morning.
Yeah, they're going to need a bloody after Saturday.
Hey, amen. All right, guys. Good luck this week. Play the Red Zone Challenge. Get to KZOZ.com.